So a healthy Nestor Cortes in this Yankees pitching staff is so important. So important. Okay. I'm going to give you a snapshot of his 2022 stats. These are his metrics here. I wish it was bigger. But you'll see here his pitching value is at its highest. Okay. And it shows the quality of his pitches were high. He was very effective. Batting average, he was in the upper metrics as well. Okay. Pitching run value, fastball run value. The quality of his pitches were very, very good. Now look down below. Okay. ERA, fastball. He's not an elite fastball guy, but he doesn't need to be. But the exit velocity was in the 70th percentile or 60 something percentile. Okay. Chase rate, also in the 60 something percentile. Okay. His whiff rate, okay, was right about a half. The K rate, 72nd or 73rd percentile. So the quality of his pitches were good. Okay. His walk rate, very low, 6% against a 26% K rate. So barrel percentage, 81st percentile. So the guys that were barreling up on his pitches were not really barreling up that well. So this is how effective he was. Now, this right here, metric, led to a 12-4 record in 2022. And this is from 2022, as you can see. Okay. 12-4 record with a 2.44 ERA, 158 innings pitched, and 163 strikeouts. Okay. That was also up from 93 innings pitched the year before in 2021. So we see how effective he can be when he's healthy. Okay. But there was a dramatic increase in innings pitched. And maybe he wasn't ready for that because it hurt him in 2023. And he had some injuries. He was on the IL 3 times. So if I'm them, if I'm the Yankees, I would use him intelligently because we need him to get back to this. Just like we need Carlos Rodon to get back to these types of metrics too. Okay? And both of these guys are absolutely critical to the success of this team, right behind Garrett Cole. Okay? And you have a consistent Marcus Stroman there. Those three guys could be extremely, extremely potent, valuable weapons for the starting rotation. So, and I hope to see these types of things. And again, I would be taking full advantage of guys like Luke Weaver, who they brought in as a swingman. Apparently, they're looking to bring another pitcher. They have their eyes apparently on Hyunjin Ryu, who's got experience in the AL East as a starter, mid-3 ERA guy from the lefty side. So if they bring him in, that could be another guy who could eat innings. And it can keep guys like Nestor Cortes at about 120 innings or so like that. I'd rather have 120 innings of Nestor Cortes, whether it's a combination of starting and long relief, healthy, than a half a season of him healthy and the other season injured, the other half of the season injured. So keeping him healthy is important. And it's good thing, it's encouraging to see, okay, him being healthy right now in spring training, just like Carlos Rodon this spring training, healthy, okay. Marcus Stroman, invigorated, excited. Let's see the excitement in this guy's eyes. So, but let me know what your thoughts are on the Nestor Cortes metrics, okay? And have you taken a look at these? Because the quality of his pitches and the ability of the batters to put the ball in play versus him, right, when he's on the mound, is at an advantage, Nestor Cortes. Okay. And that's exactly the type of guy that we need here in this rotation or in the bullpen, no matter where he is. Okay. He's 29 years old. He has 2 more years before he's a free agent. How the Yankees deploy him moving forward is absolutely critical. Okay, that's why it's good that they brought in depth on the bullpen side, on the swing side, okay, to protect guys like him, to protect guys like Carlos Rodon, okay? And again, the Yankees are not the only team that are relying on bounce back seasons from pitchers. The Texas Rangers are, and it doesn't look like they're going to re-sign Jordan Montgomery. They are relying on Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer to be good, as well as Nathan Eovaldi and John Gray and all these other guys. So, it just happens. And there's no Yankees are no exception here, and they aren't also the exception. So let me know what your thoughts are. And by the way, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. If you enjoy the content, hit the like button too. I want to continue to dive into stuff like this. Okay, I want us to have a full understanding of what's going on for spring training. Okay, and moving forward. We're hearing a lot of stuff about Austin Wells, folks being critical of his defense. He never gave me reason to question his defensive capabilities last year in his sample size here. Okay, I am expecting progress from him, development. He was a rookie last year, just like Anthony Volpe, and I think he'd be share half the duties with Jose Trevino. Zay Trevino's superior defender, there's no doubt about it. Austin Wells is a superior bat, but he handled himself defensively here. And if I had to choose between putting him in AAA or Ben Rortvedt, I'm going with Ben Rortvedt in AAA right now, or as a trade option. Need this young kid, Austin Wells, up here to develop. And the only way to develop is by playing. Okay, the only way he can develop at the major league level is by playing. And if he's sitting and not playing, then that's not going to really help him. So, which is why I think a platoon with Jose Trevino would be a really good idea. Again, these are some of the key guys, right? Austin Wells, we need to take a step in his development. We need Anthony Volpe to take a step in his development. Okay. And Carlos Rodon, we need him to take a step back to being Carlos Rodon. Nestor Cortes, we need that 2022 version, or as close to it as we can get for Nestor Cortes. So, by the way, if you subscribe and you hit the like button, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world. Okay, I want to make sure you don't miss anything else that comes out in Yankee land, and no matter who it is. There's another signing. The Mets signed Daniel Vogelbach today. Another depth piece. The Mets are adding depth pieces, just like the Blue Jays are adding depth pieces, and the Royals are adding a bunch of depth pieces. The Phillies adding depth pieces. The Phillies signed Whit Merrifield today. So a lot of these guys are coming off the board now, and hitters, are coming off the board a little bit more rapidly than some of the pitchers are. I think the pitchers, there's a little bit more of a sense of urgency because it's going to take them a little bit longer time to ramp things up and get their timing. As the hitters can only take maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and they have their timing down. Pitchers need to build up their endurance, right? And if the more you eat into their spring, the more risk they're going to be out of injury, and the less preparation they're going to have, because either they're going to have a shortened spring into the season, or a lengthened spring because it was delayed into an abbreviated season. Those are the two choices that the pitchers have. And I appreciate veterans maybe not needing as much, but I still don't want to chance that with pitchers. So it's like right now, Jordan Montgomery and Blake Snell are at a disadvantage. The longer they wait, the more of a disadvantage they're going to be. And guys like Hyun-Jin Ryu, some of these guys, Mike Clevenger, Thor, some of these folks, they are at risk too, but I don't expect them to be putting the output of innings and production that Snell and Montgomery are going to be putting out. So they're a little bit of a different situation for me. And you let me know what your thoughts are. But as it pertains to this, okay, Nestor Cortes, how important is he to you in this rotation? Yeah, I've even mentioned the possibility of having him in long relief, which I think would be a good idea to preserve his health and keep him healthy, because a healthy Nestor Cortes is a valuable Nestor Cortes. Okay, and like I said, I'd rather have him healthy if it's long relief for a full season than half the season healthy, half the season injured by having him in the rotation, expecting him to throw 200 innings, which he's never done. So let me know what your thoughts are, gang. Let's talk about it. Have a great day. We're supposed to get some snow overnight, so be safe out there. And I'll talk to y'all next time.